betrayer. In truth, it was I who was betrayed. Still I am hunted. Still I am hated. Now my blind eyes see what others cannot. That sometimes the hand of fate must be forced. Of doom upon all those who would oppose us.
These tracks are fresh, but they split off in opposite directions. Illidan must be getting help from someone.
Your orders, mistress.
You watchers split up into two parties. Scour the woods. Find what you can. We'll meet you further up the coast. Remember, sisters, if you find Illidan, do not attempt to take him without the rest of us. He is far too dangerous to tackle alone.
Yes, mistress.
The rest of you, follow me.
Yeah, I kind of prefer the original intro myself,
Justice
to be
will
honest.
Be done.
So this is the new hero.
Illidan is out there
She's
somewhere.
a warden. So if you remember when we were freeing up Illidan, we killed a bunch of the Watchers, and they were essentially prison guards, and she's their warden.
For justice.
I think
Village has been razed.
I think it suffices to say that Illidan did not go through the proper prisoner release
The
program.
guilty will suffer.
The bodies have been mutilated. Do you suppose demons did this?
Illidan's stench hangs heavily over this place. But those tracks were not made by any demons I know of. Be wary, my sisters. There's no telling what horrors Illidan has called to his side. I will finish the hunt. The guilty will suffer. For justice! draws near. The guilty will suffer.
One thing that bothers me
I can
is
wait no
it is
longer.
never properly explained why Illidan was
The end draws
imprisoned.
near.
From
The guilty will
his
suffer.
description in Warcraft 3, as we remember,
I can
and
wait no longer. Now is the time.
he and Fury
draws
and
near.
Stormrage, they
Now
fought the
is the
demons
time.
together, and then
I can
he
wait no
crossed
longer.
over the line or something? I don't know.
Mistress, the Furbolgs have succumbed to the forest's corruption. It's as if they've lost themselves to mindless rage.
Their tribe suffered greatly during the Legion's invasion. They cannot be saved. The end draws near. As I suspected, their whole race has gone mad. Slay them all! For justice! I will
Well, it's
finish the
never.
hunt.
I don't know, maybe it's probably
For the
explained in
Watchers.
further lore, but it isn't explained in game.
The guilty will suffer. I can wait no longer.
So,
Ashal Theridas! For justice! The end draws near.
it's not explained
Now
in
is the
game,
time.
and it might have been explained later on in lore,
The
but
guilty will suffer. Now is the time.
it seems to me that when it comes to the
The end
Night
draws
Elves
near.
campaign, the game was cut, probably due to lack of time, because Night Elf campaign is shorter
Ashal
than the
Theridas.
rest,
I can wait no longer.
which might be just because of this game size. They probably
I
didn't
will
have enough
finish
space
the
because
Legion's corruption still grips the land.
yes, it does.
I can wait no
The
longer.
game is on a CD, as I mentioned. That's only 450 megabytes. So maybe it just
Ambush!
didn't have the
Satyrs are
size.
attacking! Drive the foul brutes back!
Wretched fools.
So, Illidan sent you foul satyrs to slow us down. He must be getting desperate.
Maybe that they didn't have more space to develop the game further, and that's
justice.
why the Night Elf
guilty
campaign
will
is
suffer.
shorter.
The end draws
They
near.
might have had more planned for Illidan in the base campaign and just
Now
never
is the
got to
time.
it.
I can
Mr.
wait no-
Shadow Song, we're lucky to have found you.
Report.
My party was attacked by a bloodthirsty wildcat. Apparently, Illidan's passing drove the creature mad. There's no telling how many more innocents it might harm.
This madness must end. We will find the creature and put it down.
Well, that just goes along with
Now is the time.
with the same concept. It was
The
probably
end draws
just cut
near.
short.
There's
They
minions
didn't
stuck
have.
here as well. They're bloodthirsty and fearless, whoever they are.
They just didn't have the time properly, or money,
The
or
guilty will
both,
suffer.
and
For the
had to
Watchers.
cut some corners.
Now is the time. The guilty will suffer. Now is the time. That's the creature we're after. Slay it quickly and put it out of its misery. I can wait no longer. The guilty will suffer. Now is the time. The guilty will suffer. Ashal Theridas! For justice!
I was sworn to avenge.
Illidan is out there somewhere. For the Watchers! Now is the time. For justice! For the Watchers! The guilty will suffer. The end draws near. The guilty will suffer. I will finish the hunt. Now is the time. The guilty will suffer. Now is the time.
There, mistress. Those must be the creatures we're after.
Wretched items, you are no match for the Naga.
Naga. Many craven races have tempted our wrath over the centuries. None have survived.
Wretched woman, we will retake the surface world and put an end to your vile race once and for all.
What he just said makes no sense for a reason that becomes obvious later.
The guilty poor folk were slain just like the others. Illidan has much to answer for. He'll wish he were still chained in his cell when I get through with him.
But these wrecks, why would they destroy ships?
I don't know. Wait. He may have taken to the sea. Hurry, sisters. The port of Nendis lies to the north. Perhaps there we can find a ship and set sail after Illidan. The end draws near. Now is the time.
Yes, there is. I'm not sure if it's on this map though. There are actually several locations on this map where you can blink to an item and blink to runes essentially, but there is really no point in doing so. For example, there is a rune of mana, my mana is full.
The end draws near.
And there are no valuable
Now is
items
the
on this
time.
map that are worth blinking to.
The end draws near.
And there are a couple of them. I think that this place can be blinked to. Maybe there's more. There are a couple of places you can blink
The
to.
guilty will suffer. I can wait no longer. We must hurry.
On your mark.
The guilty will suffer. Now is the time.
Mistress Shadowsong, thank Illuun. A band of satyrs captured the rest of my party. The twisted brutes are holding them in the nearby woods.
We will find them. End draws near. I will finish the hunt.
Night Elf Watchers. I knew there were more of them skulking around out there.
You will release my warriors immediately. The end draws near. For justice!
By the light of the moon.
The guilty will suffer.
Waiting on you.
Illidan is out there somewhere. The end draws near.
Is there trouble?
Justice will be done. We're getting close. I smell something vile upon the wind.
Is there a difference between servant and servitor?
Quickly, you fools. The ships must be burned. The Master doesn't wish to be followed.
I cannot allow Illidan to escape again. We must slay those Naga before they burn the ships.
You are too late, little warden. The Master has already set sail for distant shores. However, he wished to thank you for the hospitality you provided during his imprisonment. He asked us to repay you in kind.
You're certainly welcome to try, monster. Now is the time.
I guess, but in 40k universe, they're called, well, I guess you could say, and I might be wrong about this, but I think like a servitor is maybe like a higher grade of servant, as in like a servant who is maintaining things or something like that. I don't know.
I can wait no longer. Now is the time. The guilty will suffer. Now is the time. The end draws near. The guilty will suffer. I will finish the hunt. I can wait no longer.
Mistress, do you believe we can defeat Illidan even if we find him?
Illidan has grown powerful. Of that, there is no doubt. He consumed the energies of the skull of Gul'dan. Now he is neither Night Elf nor demon, but something more.
Mistress, why would the Naga harbor so much hatred for us?
We must trust time to reveal all things. Now hurry. Illidan has a considerable lead on us. We must capture him before he causes any more harm.